As you can see from what you're seeing on your screen, you know who this video is going to be about. Mr. Febreze Drew Brees, selected in the second round of the 2001 draft as the 32nd overall pick from the San Diego Chargers. So here with Drew Brees, not the prototypical quarterback. Born January 15th, 1979 in Austin, Texas. He's a short quarterback. He's only 6'2", 209. Yes, people prefer you to have a 6'4", 6'5", maybe even a 6'2" quarterback. Not the biggest guy, throws with his right hand, of course. Full name, Drew Christopher Brees, but as I like to call him, Drew Febreze Brees. That's what I like to call him. Febreze after the shit that makes stuff smell good. That's just my nickname for him. That's what I love to call him. So we're going to start here with his 2001 NFL season. He really didn't do much because he's a rookie. So no shit, no shit. He's not going to do anything really. This is a pre-rebuild Chargers from their 90s era. We're going to be going in depth here in his first season, 2001. I know the film's in 2002, so it's 2001 season. I don't really we're talking about. He had 1 touchdown and 11 and 0 interception. Actually, I must say now, hosting Alex Smith. But his 2002 season, he went 8-8. 3,284 yards in his second season is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. He got 17 touchdowns, but 16 ITs. So he basically threw 50% touchdowns, 50% ITs. So that's not the best. When we're here in 2003, he regresses into 2-9. Not the best, but nothing, we still figure out the kinks, You kind of give a guy 4 to 5 years, but I know in the NFL, they don't do that no more. But if you can give a guy 4 to 5 years, you can really see what he can do. Because he goes to his passing in 2003, goes down to 2,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, but 15 interceptions. He has only a 57% completion percentage, so it's not really that good. Now we get into his 2004 season, his first All-Pro season, where he goes 11-4, 400 attempts, 262 completions, 65 completion percentage. Gets back to where he was at in his second year, basically with 3,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 7 INTs. So this is where we're seeing Drew really come into his own. Now we're in 2005, where he has a 9-7 record. He has a 65% completion percentage again. Or 64.6, basically 65. He throws for 3,576 yards this time. Throws 24 touchdowns. Gets 15 INTs. And then we go into 2006. 2006. As I see in the footage, it's 2004. But, if you didn't know, Drew Brees was in the tandem with the early San Diego Chargers before Philip broke his arm, Reeve. But before they traded Brees out for a dude that has probably the ugliest third motion besides maybe Cam Newton and some other guys. But Philip Rivers has an ugly as fucking third motion. I don't care what anyone says. That's just ugly. Him and Cam. But they chose, I don't think it was the best decision putting in Philip Rivers over Reeves, but I guess at the time, they're like, hey, we're going to go with the younger guy, and that's what they did. But hey, little do they know, their best chance to probably win Super Bowl, they lost to the Patriots and Tom Brady. So it is what it is. There's nothing much you can really do about that, There is not much you can do about getting shit on like that. I mean, there's just nothing you can do. There's just nothing you can do, man. But that was his last season there, and his last season was probably it was his best season there, basically. 24-15, 3,576. And then we are going to get into his time where everyone remembers him very well, where he really became Mr. Brees on the New Orleans Saints. Whoop. And what the fuck? How the fuck did Zay Flowers get a 4-year, $140 million contract extension? This freaking 5'9" bum. Come on, bro. Oh my god, bro. This dude is freaking trash, bro. How is this even possible? Dang, Lamar, I guess you're not winning anytime soon. Well, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, I can't. It just came in about Zay Flowers being a fucking bum. Loser, I don't understand. He's never going to win with Lamar. Lamar needs to just fucking, I don't know. Either him or Zay Flowers need to go because they're not going to have enough money to pay Lamar again. If Lamar asks for another fucking contract, they are not going to have enough money. Sorry about that. This video is still about Febreze. I love Febreze. And as the footage you're seeing right now comes from not only one, not two, not three, but wait, five for five-time 5,000 yard seasons. But this is from specifically the 2016-2017 season. The stuff that you're seeing on your screen right now, specifically from that season. We're going to go now into his New Orleans times, because this is where he became Mr. Febreze himself in 2006. When he first got there, they went 10-6. He throws for 4,418 yards off rip with 26 touchdowns and 11 INTs. He also has a 64% completion percentage. And now we're going down into 2007, where they go 7-9. He declines a little bit. He still is Febreze. He's going to be Febreze for basically 20 years straight. In 2007 is not really an outlier. It's not really a great year or anything like that. But then we go into the 2008, his first season. They go 8-8, and you throw for 5,000 yards. How do you get an 8-8 record and you throw 5,000 yards? Your defense must be fucking horrible. Which they actually were that year. They were fucking horrible. And then we go into his 2009 year, which is that's not a Super Bowl year. 2009, he throws 4,388. Nothing crazy. Fucking 34 touchdowns and 11 INTs. Nothing too insane. We go into 2011, the Super Bowl year. 5,476. 46 touchdowns. 14 INTs. Completion percentage, 71%. But I'm going to keep this sweet because I kind of do have to go to work. So, 2012, 5,013, another 5,000, 14, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3. And then his last 2 years, he was old. His arm was giving up. So, you see. But basically, he was pretty consistent for about a good 17 years. Because he's freaking Drew Febreze, Brees GOAT. Okay, well, he's maybe not the GOAT. I still think that's probably more than Joe Montana. Yes, I know. Tom. Whatever. But I'm more of a Joe guy. I like Joe. I think Joe is a GOAT. But, others think Aaron Rodgers. Whatever you want to say. But, it doesn't really matter, I guess. But, yeah, this video is about Drew Brees. I had to get one eye on him because he is probably my favorite quarterback of all time. My favorite quarterback, I wouldn't say he's not my GOAT like Joe is, but he is arguably my favorite quarterback of all time. How he only won one ring is ridiculous. He should have probably honestly won probably like 2 or 3. But because of circumstances and other bullshit no calls with the Rams, that dude definitely pass interference. But who cares? Who cares about that? But also, we're going to go over the other Hall of Famers that were in his draft class. We're going to show Drew Brees' peers. I know you'll be probably surprised because I honestly forgot he was even in that draft. I thought Michael Vick was in the year before, but technically the first overall player picked in this draft was Vick. Then you have LaDainian, Seymour, Steve Hutchinson at guard, and then you have Drew Brees. And then that's pretty much, you have 4 Hall of Famers come out of one draft class, and that's basically all you got. LT, Hutchinson, and freaking Seymour. So those are your guys. But you still had guys like Vic on the Falcons. Even if I was the Falcons, I probably wish I would have took Brees, but then they probably would trade him like how San Francisco did. But you have some pretty good guys come out of this draft. And they also had Justin Smith. Justin Smith was in this draft. Justin Smith was taken 4th overall. He was in my 49ers video yesterday.